LE Mental Health is all about making mental health care available to everyone, and their new location in Tanglewood is really changing the game with the LE Match process that matches you with a therapist that best fits you. From family and individuals to couples, they provide therapy for all, and they can do it in person or online, and yes, they accept most insurance. Get started now with personalized therapy tailored to each individual by heading to lementalhealth.com. That's ELLIE mentalhealth.com, and just look up the Tanglewood location. "2023 was filled with a lot of good memories, and let's be honest, most of those were food related. So I'm bringing on one of Houston's biggest food influencers out there, G, aka Bless the Belly, to talk about the best things he ate this year. It's Wednesday, December 20th, 2023. I'm Raheel Ramzanali, and here's what Houston's talking about. Man, I am so pumped to have you back on, G, and nothing like having you on one of the final episodes of the year, breaking down the food scene and the best things we ate. But before we jump into that list, G, off the top of your head, how many restaurants did you eat at this year?
Oh, why y'all doing me like this? Y'all gonna make me show my age. Look, no, I'm playing. Y'all gonna make me show my palate. Bro, over 100. Let's just say that. Over 100 for sure.
It has to be, right? Like, we follow you on social media, and it seems like every week you're at least 2 restaurants, and that's a slow week. So I love that, man. You're really out and about. You're there.
Right. And if it's 365 days in a year, imagine over 100 restaurants. Yeah.
Woo.
Pretty crazy, right?
Man, that is good for the cholesterol, right?
Good for the culture, at least.
So, G, out the gate, I want your best overall thing you ate this year. Give it to me.
Okay, the best thing I had in Houston this year, oh my goodness. I would probably have to say the lobster burger. I had a lobster burger. It was like a triple patty. Oh, I'm thinking about it now. It was so thick and juicy. It was great. And that was probably the best thing I had because it was unique. You know what I mean? Like a lobster burger. You're kind of like, okay, what's this about? I thought it was going to be like real chewy or something, but it was everything I thought it was going to be. And it was from Margot's Drunken Lobster. And I think she had like barely opened too. She hadn't been around forever. So, you know, to support her and kind of help her business thrive from that one post I did, I think everybody can agree. That was probably one of their favorite things this year too.
Man, that is awesome. I love hearing that a local business gained a lot of business because of you.
Oh man, 20,000 people.
No way. That's awesome. A seafood burger is hit or miss, G. Like, I don't know. I'm not a big like seafood burger, but I got to try this now.
Yeah, you got to try it, man. Go ahead. Look, take my word for it. Especially, like I said, if I had 20,000 people march over there, I think that was pretty crazy. But she definitely gained attraction from 200 followers to 20,000 after we went up on the post. So
nice. That's good to hear. My best thing I ate overall this year, I've been talking about this taco truck for a long time on this podcast, and it's in the Richmond, Texas area. Okay, so you're going to have to drive a little bit to the suburbs.
Oh, that's a drive.
Hey, it is, but it's worth it because it is the best torta you'll ever eat, and that's from Taqueria La Parrilla, which is my local taco truck, and they reinvented their torta this time, all right? So they used to have one recipe, but there's a new cook in there, and it is the best torta you'll ever have. They melt the cheese perfectly now. The beans have more flavor. Of course, the meat is outstanding, but it's the best bread. It's the best way to put it together. I can't recommend this place enough. I always talk about them, but to me, when I think back for 2023, the torta from Taqueria La Parrilla, oh, chef's kiss. Keep doing what you're doing out there. It is the green bus, and it is awesome, G.
He said, the chef's kiss. That's what I'm talking about. Go ahead then, brother. I'm not mad at that. That sounds good.
It's so good. Okay, burgers are a big staple of not only American cuisine, but here in the Houston cuisine as well. Give me your best burger you had this year and where.
First of all, shout out to Snoop Dogg, Uncle Snoop Dogg, for reposting my burger jingle. I got a song called Burgers on My Mind, which is like a parody to Murder on My Mind. But he reposted it on Thanksgiving. So I think that day I went to go grab me a burger because I was too excited, right? So shout out to Snoop Dogg. But I think the best burger that I've had this year was at the Spring Branch Burger Shack. They have a pizza burger. And so it's like a burger, but it has like pizza on top, like basically pepperoni and cheese on top of the bun, you know, on top. So just imagine you biting into a pizza, but then it automatically comes on the back end with like the beef and the cheese and lettuce, and you're like, wait, what's going on here? It was definitely a unique bite, so I can definitely say that burger. Seems like burgers are doing really well, right? But the burger definitely was one of a kind.
I think it was the year of the burger, right? Like from Burger Bodega to Trill Burger to
Trill
everyone.
Burger, right?
Yeah, Crypto Burger, even like everyone's getting into the smash burger game. It was a big year for burgers here.
Right, for sure.
To me, the best burger I had this year was the goat cheese burger at the Bistro Manil. And we talked about this in our dinner date night spots episode, but the goat cheese burger at Bistro Manil was to die for. It was perfectly salted. The goat cheese had that honey kick to it. And if you're not a goat cheese fan, you probably won't like it because the goat cheese is the star of the show. But I love this burger. I can't stop thinking about it. In second place, Trill Burger has to be up there as well. I know the line can be long at times, but you can get it now, like without waiting more than 20 minutes. And that burger is really good. Beyond the hype, it is a good burger.
Right. That's good. That's good. I went to a place, what was that? Like a few days ago called Athena's Greek Diner or something like that. And I like Greek food, so I'm really big into like Greek salads and stuff like that. I like it. I don't know. But they had a burger. It was a Greek burger, and it was a burger with lamb on top, and it had like feta cheese. And I was like, man, this is like a salad on a burger. That was amazing. Oh man, that was amazing. But shout out to you as the goat with the goat cheese.
Right? You feel good eating it.
Right. Goats eat goat cheese, though. I'll tell you that.
Hey, goat cheese is underrated, and it's so good. Okay, it wouldn't be a Houston Best of Food 2023 episode without talking some seafood, okay? Where was the best seafood you had this year?
The best seafood came from, well, do you know that one of the locations that I love dearly burnt down? So it's hard to, I want to show them a lot of love. JJ's over there on Stella Link, but it actually burnt down this year. So that's real unfortunate. It's hard to obviously promote them or say too much about that since they're gone. But I have to say Papados, man. I'm sticking with my gut with Papados. That's the place that I've been to the most this year. I love Christian's, one of the first seafood places in Houston. There's a few other places that I like that have seafood, but I think Papados still going to take the cake for me.
Nice. That's a good one. Hey, it's consistent. It's classic.
Right. I'm sorry, because I know people are gonna say, bro, all these seafood spots, you're gonna say Papados. Hey, I like what I like. Okay.
There you go. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's why this is your list of the best of the year. Mine was Mike's Seafood on Highway 6. Mike's has been around for a while. He was actually a guest on the podcast teaching us how to do the crawfish boil on a podcast, which was so much fun.
Oh, that's dope.
But
wow.
Yeah, his crawfish is outstanding. It's like the perfect blend of the Cajun style and the Vietnamese style. And he just blends it perfectly. And then I know, again, going to a seafood restaurant and ordering wings is kind of blasphemous, but his wings are so good. Gee, I can't recommend them enough. Mike is a great dude, and his crawfish and even his seafood boil is so perfectly balanced. I love that place. That sauce that he has on the side, it is fantastic. So I'm going to give it to my man Mike's Seafood. Outstanding seafood this year, and that was one of the best things I've had this year as well.
Come on, Mike. I'm going to have to check that out then. I really like Goody. I pronounce it wrong. I think Good or Goody Company seafood. They're in the same family as Papados, so that's why I just say Papados. But they have some really good campechana and also like some good dishes over there as well. So I would love, for people to check them out too.
Oh, yeah.
Good Company seafood, baby.
That's a good one right there. Pun intended. You've probably noticed that CityCast ads don't sound like other podcast ads. And that's because we're not just reciting national ad scripts, we're using our own words to talk about local businesses that we know and care about. Our ads are frequently passionate and they're always heartfelt. CityCast is doing things differently, and that's one reason we just won Adweek's Podcast Innovator of the Year award. This is personal for us. Our heart is in it. And when you place an ad with CityCast, our heart is in that as well. So if you're interested in getting your business or product in front of people who care about Houston as much as we do, consider placing an ad with CityCast, the podcast innovators of the year. And it's not just our city, by the way. CityCast has dedicated local teams in Boise, Chicago, Denver, DC, Madison, Philly, Pittsburgh, Portland, Salt Lake, Las Vegas, and soon Austin and Nashville. Place an ad today in the cities that matter to your company. Reach out by emailing us at ads@citycast.fm. That's ads@citycast.fm. There's something about a dish that you can't stop thinking about, right? Like a dish I need to eat this right now. I can't stop thinking about it. And sure, all of these kind of qualify for it, G, but we're going to make one specific category for I can't stop thinking about this dish. What is that for you? What was that dish in 2023?
The I can't stop thinking about a dish for me as Bless the Belly would have to be the gumbo egg rolls from Rolling Grace, aka Chef Lonnie, aka amazing. Because when I say I never had anything like this, now I'm a fan of egg rolls because I feel like it's an easy finger food to grab and go. You bite into it, oh, this is delicious. But it was something about a gumbo, because I've had boudin egg rolls with just rice in it, right? But the gumbo egg rolls came with like crawfish, I think shrimp, rice, like dirty rice inside of an egg roll. But also the sauce was like a roux. So imagine you dumping the egg roll into the sauce, which is a roux, and it's like you're biting a crispy gumbo. Like you know how gumbo is like soft and all that, but you're biting like crispy gumbo. Oh man, I can't stop thinking about it right now.
Man, I can't stop thinking about it now. And I haven't even had it, G.
Man, and she gave me like a side of blue crab or something like that. I said, what is going on? I can't stop thinking about that.
Oh man, that is so good. Oh yeah, I need that. I need that right now.
I need that.
I have two here. I know this is cheating, G, but can I give two? Is it okay?
Go ahead, brother. It's never cheap.
One is a place that's near and dear to both of us because we went out and supported a project for Miko's. But the Miko's hot chicken sandwich, it's still so good. Okay. And I know they've been around for a while, but I can't stop thinking about it. Like anytime I just get that craving, I'm like, I need Miko's right now. Their hot chicken sandwich is undefeated.
Yeah, it is. No doubt about it. Shout out to Miko's for sure.
So that one for me is like an all-time honorary mention. But the one for this year has to be the chopped cheese at Burger Bodega. And they're known for their burger, of course, but the chopped cheese spicy at Burger Bodega.
I've been hearing about that. Golly, do I need to try that?
You need to go try it today. It's unbelievable.
You said today.
They do such a good job with it. And it's such a unique contrast of hot and cold because they chop up all the beef and the cheese, but then you've got the lettuce and the tomatoes and the sauce on top. And then they throw grilled jalapenos. Woo.
Okay, I thought the chopped cheese didn't have that in there. Okay, you got tomatoes and lettuce. Okay, you give me a healthy balance. Now we talking, baby. Now we talking.
You got your fiber with the fat. We're good. All right. It's healthy.
Right. Right.
But the chopped cheese at Burger Bodega was I can't stop thinking about a dish of 2023.
Yeah, that's good. Burger Bodega is excellent. I've never actually had the chopped cheese, but I know I went to the Taste of the Texans and they had samples out there. And I tried it. I thought their sauce was really good and stuff. So I said, man, I need to make my way over there. I keep hearing about them. Let me try them.
Our CityCast Houston team went there for lunch earlier this year, and we ordered way too much food, and I had to eat all that food. They're like, Raheel, you're going to eat it? I was like, wait, why does Raheel have to eat? And I said, yes, I'll eat it. No big deal, but it was so good.
My pleasure. Look.
Yeah, my pleasure. I'll do it. Nope, I'm the garbage disposal. It's fine. Okay, G, couple more categories. We got to talk pizza. All right. It's a staple here. There's a lot of good restaurants that have great pizza. What was your best pizza in 2023?
My best pizza in 2023 that I had probably comes from Benny's Pizzeria. It's a guy out of Beaumont, a pretty young guy. I think that's what drove me over there because I'm like, man, he's my age, owning his own pizza shop, just trying to make ends meet, you know? And he had some really unique pizzas in there. I had what was it? He's going to kill me if I don't remember this. Oh my God. I think it's like a Costa Rican, Venezuelan pizza. Oh, don't kill me. But I know he has a pizza that's very unique in there from like boudin. It's not your regular like, pepperoni pizza, right? So he has like a boudin one. He has like a brisket pizza that was pretty good. He has like a Alfredo, shrimp and Alfredo pizza, like all the comfort foods that people really like on top of a pizza. I thought that was really unique. And he's pretty much doing it himself. It's like him and like one of his business partners at 30 years old, just dishing out these pizzas, great quality, great size, great prices. I mean, you can buy a box for almost like the slice of like one or two pizzas. So I'm like, yeah, this is a good look. And it's in Katy.
Yeah, Benny's, I haven't had a chance to try it yet, G, but I know the location they took over for an institution in Katy called Papa Euros in that gas station. And that place is magic. Like that location is always packed. And I see it when I drive by Benny's, it is packed there. So I saw your post on it and the slices look really good. I'm putting that on my list to try for sure because a good pizza joint close to me, I'm all for it.
Check them out, man. Check them out. It's definitely worth it.
Yeah, and it's pretty cool. He dedicated the place to his French bulldog, Benny. So
right. I meant to say that. Yeah.
You see the picture on there. It's such a cool place. I love that pic right there. You got to support the local and you got to support a dude just chasing his dream. I love that.
With a dog. That's dope.
So mine is the Gypsy Poet. I know a lot of people have gone there. I finally went this year and it is such a good, crispy pizza. It is at Neapolitan style, so you get that nice thin crust, but a little bit chewy on the crust, and it is fantastic. I love that pizza. You can get unlimited hot honey, which I love as well. I just got their standard pizza. I didn't get any pepperoni on it because I don't dig on swine, but I loved it, and it was a good pizza. The location's cool as well. There's good parking there, and the vibes are great. So enjoy that place if you haven't been already. But Gypsy Poet was my number one this year. This is the category I'm hyped for because I know you're going to bring something good here. What was your best dessert in 2023, G?
Okay, guys. So Sugar Rush takes the cake. Look, literally when it comes down to best dessert, bro, because I had me a butter pound cake from them and it melted in my mouth. Bro, it didn't make it out the parking lot first and foremost, but just sitting in that parking lot thinking about how good that was made me want to go in and get like 10 more. Now, it's supporting a small business because I heard it's sort of like a franchise, but in certain cities, they're closing it down. I've just recently heard that they are rebranding. So I'm looking to see kind of what's going to go for them in the near future because I still want to support and I still want to come get that butter pound cake wherever it's at, period.
Ooh, man. Okay, that sounds good. Melts in your mouth. Didn't make it out of the parking lot. Come on, let's do it.
Did not.
Okay, for me, this actually is a late addition. But I had Savoy, which is a South Asian restaurant. It's been here for the longest time. It's an institution, but their kulfi and this halwa it's called the Loki halwa, which is green. And what a halwa basically is it's fat, sugar, and a vegetable all mixed together. So there's carrot halwa or gajar halwa, which is really famous. But this Loki halwa, I don't know what they use, but the consistency of it, the sweetness, it was one of my favorite things I've had this year when it comes to dessert. And then their kulfi has been so consistent for years. So when you put those two things together, you're going to have a good time. So I want to give some love to Savoy because I had it recently and I absolutely loved it. Man, that was a lot of fun, G. There was a lot of picks here. It was a good year in eats, and 2023 is going out with a delicious bang. I appreciate you joining us, man.
I'm looking forward to 2024 because I'm trying to eat my life away, okay? And keep the same weight if that's possible, you know what I'm saying? So it's been an exciting year. I'm glad to support all these businesses more than anything, to be able to bring face and bring value to everybody that I do come across. So thank you guys for having me each and every time. I rock with CityCast, and thank you to the city of Houston for showing the love that we show. That's what it's about.
That's what it's about. Always a pleasure, G.
Yes, sir. Same here, Raheel, my boy.
That was G, aka Bless the Belly. I've linked his Instagram and also all the places we talked about in our show notes. Now, I need your help. Send me your favorite places from 2023 on Instagram at CityCastHouston. That will do for today. Thank you for listening, and I hope you learned something new.